Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Resilience with your host, me, Wintertooth100. And yes, we did some work to the castle, but never mind that right now. We're not actually going to be working on the castle today. I've decided that I'm mostly going to be doing that off camera, and we'll visit it on episode 30. But it is coming along. It is starting to look really cool. There is something about it though that does need to be said, and that is that the platform, this island that we built it on, is way too small for this castle design. It is tiny compared to what I actually needed in scale. And of course I didn't know that when I started building it, because I've never built it before, and this is not a castle that was designed in Minecraft. This is a castle that was designed in a totally separate program for a completely different genre of YouTube videos, and it's something that I found and decided to build. And well, now I know if I were to build this in the future, I would have to pick a space way larger than that space right there. We are actually headed to the fortress, or stronghold, I'm sorry, they're called strongholds in the overworld, fortresses in the nether. We're going to the fortress. Hey, that's what happened to my boat. I've been looking for you. And we are going to, yeah, there it is. We are going to work on an end portal room, and we're going to get it set up so that it's accessible from the nether, which is why we have all this obsidian. And the reason we're doing this is it'll become mostly apparent when we start running through here, but unless you know where it is, it's quite easy to get lost. Yes, we do have another spawner down there, but I'm doing this from memory. I think it's this way, and yes, now I'm feeling much more confident, and I believe it's down this way. Yep, there it is. Yes. So unless you know exactly which way to go to be in here, you're not gonna, it's gonna be really difficult to find. And so I thought I would set up a portal and hook it up to our little nether hub that we kind of have going on right now. Hesitant to call that a nether hub because it's not very nether hubby. But now that we're here, now that you guys have seen where it's at, know what we're gonna do, let me clear out some of the space, and I'll see you in a moment. We're gonna look over a few designs that I'm going to invent right now. I've definitely bitten off way more than I can chew. I have some pretty glorious ideas for this thing, but I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to get them done by the time we go fight the dragon. I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna be trying, but let me just kind of tell you what I'm thinking. So we're gonna have a one of those glass fog floors. It's not going to look super good because we don't have Optifine or the connected glass textures just yet. So it'll look better once those things come out, and and the glass doesn't have the connecting, it doesn't have like a square border around every single block. It'll instead connect up and look smooth. It'll look way better once we have that. But we're going to do it in black, and we're going to do it in every other layer to give a really thick fog feeling. But I thought it'd be really cool, and I don't know if I can do this because I'm really bad at making statue kind of things, but if I want to make the floor that level where this block is, so the floor will actually be this height, and if you look down into the fog, I want it to look like, as you're approaching the portal, I want it to look like there is like a dragon skull, like a bone dragon, like coming upwards, or maybe perhaps like cemented into the floor, or what have you. But I want it to be like you're up there and you're looking down. I kind of want it to be like the dragon's, just like what I'm doing, this exact position, like I'm looking up at you, like I'm with the wings on either side, and make it look like I'm either trying to like claw my way out of here, or again, maybe some kind of like it's just cemented, like maybe it is the graveyard of an ancient dragon. But either way, like how cool would that be? Like you're walking along this thick black fogged floor, and maybe we'll put like a bridge down the center so it seems like the fog really can't be stood on, even though technically it's glass and you could. But you're just walking across it, and you just look down, and you just see this big dragon skull like looking up at you as you're approaching the portal. I think that'd look really neat. I also have another idea for the ceiling of it. Nothing's architecture yet, except technically I guess for this skeleton. None of my ideas are for the architecture, like, are there going to be pillars, or is the roof going to be domed? Like, I haven't thought of any of that. The only other thought I've come up with is doing some kind of mural, and at first I was thinking we could just use each of the individual blocks, right, and just paint a picture with the blocks. But the more I think about it, the more I'm realizing we probably don't have enough room on this ceiling to do something like that. But you know what we do have? We have item frames that can stick to any surface, and I believe I'll have to test it. I'm pretty sure that means they can even go on the bottom side of blocks. I'm not positive on that. I'll have to test it. But if they can go on the bottom side of blocks, you know what we can do? We can create a big layer here. Nothing too crazy because every single block is hundreds of blocks of work, and I'm sure you know what I'm thinking right now, and that is to do item frame pixel art. So actually go out to a chunk, like a big area where a map would open up and view, and then place blocks there and make a giant connecting picture. Like, you understand, a 3x3 would be a ridiculously sized like pixel art project out there, and it wouldn't correlate very big here. So that's kind of my dilemma, is like, I want it to seem big and grand and look awesome, and that would look the most awesome, but I'm not sure I'm capable of doing something like that. As cool of an idea as that is, as much as I'd like to be able to walk in here and see this awesome dragon skeleton stuck in the fog and look up and see this mural of, like, maybe it's like the end, right? Like, it's a mural of the pillars and the dragon flying around, you know, something crazy like that. And so you just look down, you see a dragon that somebody slayed in the past, and you look up and you kind of see the future where you're going. You're about to go slay a new dragon, you know? I thought that'd be really neat, but I don't think that idea's gonna fly as much as I want it to. Now, I don't think that's gonna work because, like I said, that's gonna take a ridiculous amount of work of doing actual, like, pixel art way out where other players aren't gonna find it and disturb it. So I don't know. Let me just continue working on this and we'll find out what I come up with. Okay guys, I have been wildly busy and we are not quite done yet. And this video is supposed to be coming to a close here around the 10-minute mark, which is really soon. So we're just gonna jump right into it and hope that we don't get mobbed by mobs. I struggled a little bit to come up with a good dragon design, and ultimately I settled on a giant dragon skull, and I think it looks really good. We come down here. I have been trying to kill I've been trying to kill every single bat I find to finally get a bed. We did it! Bat bear. Oh yeah, I'm a bat bear. Well, that was exciting. So glad we got that on camera. Oh goodness! So I found this image on the interwebs, and then attached to that image was a video for like a tutorial. You can see we're getting mob spawns in there. It's hard to see from down here. It looks really cool, but we are just too close to it to really be able to see it. But as I was following this little tutorial, which is okay, you mostly have to just look at it and build it. We got pretty lucky, and the skull just kind of frames around the portal really well. So it just kind of frames around this portal, which is really great. I have it blocked off with glass right now, which the clear glass will get knocked out, and this will just be a fall into it kind of portal. And then back here is kind of like a staging room. This is really a whatever. I'm not like, this isn't something to be proud of. It's just beds on the floor, furnaces and crafting tables, and some extra storage and places to repair your gear. I could have put in an enchanting room if I wanted to, but this isn't really meant for that. This is just to kind of set your spawn and do any last minute things you may have forgotten before coming here. But now there's one step left, and that is to go down there with this black stained glass and do every other layer and knock out those torches while we're down there. So let me hit those real quick. You know what's crazy? This 10-minute video, I've been behind my computer all day. Like all day for this 10-minute video. But oh boy, was it worth it. Look at that! Of course you can walk on this whole thing. It's supposed to give the illusion that you can't. You can see these lines in the glass, which will go away when we have Optifine and can get the connected texture pack to go with it. It's just like the custom skies. For some reason Optifine has to enable that. I don't know, real weird. But ooh, that looks so cool in the fog. I really like it. And I even went a step further and I created the end on the top. So there is still some kind of mural. You can see right here directly below the portal, take you right to the end island. We got the obsidian pillars. I really like that, nice little touch. And I used these blocks as a representation of end cities, but once we actually go to the end and can get purple, I'm going to replace those with purple. And then I think they'll look a lot more like end cities. But oh yeah, look at this place. It's so cool. This, you know what, I had really big expectations for this when I started, and while this isn't epic level, I am still really happy with the way this turned out. I think everyone else on the server is going to be really thrilled when they walk through this portal for the first time and see this room and we knock out this glass together. I think it's going to be really great. But that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, share with your friends, and I will see you guys in the next one.